My name is Stacey Keller. I've been practicing architecture for 15 years, and I've been a licensed architect for 5 years in that time period.
My name is Josh Johnson. I've been an architect now for 25 years.
Design is a really difficult thing to grasp. There is no exact, tangible, objective answer when you're trying to design a project. It's very subjective. Why do some people like red? Why do some people like purple? There's no exact answer. So when I talk to students about architecture, I like to ask them one question. Do you know how when you walk into a building and you feel really, really comfortable? That's good design. And that's what I strive for in my project.
Design is something you think about all the time. It's actually why I wanted to become an architect. And every time I'm at the coffee shop, every time I'm sitting by myself, I tend to migrate into thinking about design and starting to sketch. And it's one of the benefits of being an architect, being able to sketch all the time to entertain yourself.
For me, architecture is more than just creating buildings. It's about building relationships, and it's mostly with my users and my owners, but it's also with my architectural and engineering peers and the contractors that construct my projects.
When I'm designing, I'm thinking about the client's needs, client's wishes. We're also thinking about where the building's located, where the project's located, and that could be the neighborhood as well as the larger area that it's in.
With my specialty in historic preservation, sustainability for me is reusing existing buildings. There's an innumerable amount of embodied energy in historic buildings, and so when you're talking about maintaining the existing materials or not sending materials to the landfill and preserving the character of communities, that's what's sustainable in a community. And many people don't even realize that historic buildings, when they were created, actually used a lot of sustainable features.
Sustainable design is very important for several reasons. First of all, to save energy and save your client's pocketbook, but then overall to save energy and to save our environment in a larger sense, of course. And lastly, we always look at the health of the interior environment for the people who are inside the building, and often inside the building for 8 to 10 hours a day. So all three of those factors point in sustainability being very important.
What I see architecture doing for the future of communities is that it provides a place for people to congregate, it shelters people, it provides the places that we work. Right now, society is a great big mix of different things. We're multicultural, we're the diverse group of people that we are, and our buildings need to reflect that. So the future of buildings and communities is really about diversity and just providing as much interest to a community as possible. So it's historic buildings, it's new buildings, it's integrating different forms and shapes and uses all into one area, and that's what's going to really make our communities exciting and places that people want to live.
As far as the future is concerned in architecture, sustainability is going to play a big role in that. Technology is pushing all the building materials to higher levels of performance. We also are working with active and passive techniques to make a building save energy at all times. The future of urban architecture is going to be dependent upon what the overall society would like it to be. The architects actually respond to culture around them. And so when people want their buildings to be more sustainable, sustainability will become more of a priority. When people want their buildings to have more courtyards or other items, then those buildings will start to have that. The people have more pressure on the future of architecture than they know.